thank you for coming. If you weren't here Thursday, you're in for a treat. And if you were here Thursday, there are some additions to the program. We've changed a few things. So this is the 2000, I'm going to get out of the way so you can see them. The 2019 Eastern Michigan Music Conservatory. You can clap. We were supposed to have 20 students. We have 18. 2 couldn't make it. They didn't get kicked out. They couldn't make it for different reasons. But this has been a fantastic group of young people this whole week. And they were all here the week before for music and gospel arts camp. So it's been a busy 2 weeks for everybody. So I'm very thankful to them. We have seriously had like no problems all week with these guys, which is unheard of in close quarters like this. With all this work they've got to do and focus and all that stuff. They've been really, really good. The only issue we had was this morning. We realized somebody needs a seatbelt when he sits in the chair, because he may have fallen out and fell on the floor. Anyway. But other than that, it's been a great week. I'd like to thank our staff right now. They've been fantastic. They've been tremendous. And they're volunteers. I am so thankful to each one of them. So could you all stand? And our counselors. So it really has been a great week. If you heard them on Monday, you'd say, wow, what a difference. With the band and the singing, they've been hard at work in lessons, private instruction, also in their theory classes. So we've worked them really, really hard. 2 band practices a day, chorus rehearsal every day. They did get a couple hours downtime in the afternoons and things. But we've had some great evenings together, great devotional times in the morning. Last night we were at Greenfield Village for the Detroit Symphony's 4th of July weekend concerts and stuff. And that was great, aside from getting rained on a couple of times. And I refused to sit down in the wet chair, so I stood the whole time. But it was good, and we got to see the cannons go off and the fireworks, the 1812 Overture. It was awesome. And that was quite a follow-up to Tuesday night. We had the principal trumpet and principal trombone, Hunter Eberly and Kenneth Tompkins from the DSO, come do a master class just for these young people and staff. So it's been a great week. And I'd like to especially thank our special guest for the week, my good friend Bert Mason. Privileged to have him here. The kids have certainly benefited from his presence, not only in the groups and in the different settings we've been in all week, but listening to him play his trombone has been a huge thing for these kids. Exposing young ears to good music and good players, good singers and stuff is so important. Something I was privileged to have a lot of growing up. And so we want to give as much as that to the young people as we can. And if you think over these last couple of weeks, if you know the schedule, we had a music camp and the visitors and things, they've had quite a lot of good music to listen to over the last couple of weeks. So anyway, that's enough of me talking. Just join me in a word of prayer and we'll continue on with the program. Our Heavenly Father, we just pause at the beginning of this program to acknowledge that you're the reason we do all of this. This is all for you. We thank you for the many talents you've blessed each one of us with here, these young people. And I just pray that as we go our separate ways after this, that you would protect them, that they would continue to develop their gifts and talents and use them for your glory. We thank you for everyone that's been involved in this week, for all the progress that's been made. We just pray you be with us throughout the rest of this program, and that someone here will be drawn closer to you through our efforts. In your name we pray. Amen.
In case you didn't recognize the first tune that we opened up with, that was, oh, you do have programs.
Yes.
So then, maybe you, I'll just turn around and conduct now.
focused on spending time in community with other musicians playing music to glorify God. Along with learning a lot of theory and technique, we also spent time in devotions learning about how we can't let our feelings dictate our actions. We have to make the decision to be holy even when we don't necessarily feel like it. We were also given many opportunities to better our skill and technique by having 2 members of the Detroit Symphony Orchestra come in and share their musical knowledge and abilities with us. We also went to Greenfield Village, where we got to hear the DSO. Although we were soaking wet the entire time, it was still a fun and enjoyable night. This week has been a time for growth, both musically and spiritually, and thank you to everyone who has put this week together. It was a lot of fun.